You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the October 18th, 2022 meeting of the LaPorte County Board of Zoning Appeals. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Roofing and tile roofs, it'd be stored both in the building itself and on the gravel portions of the property surrounding the building. The outdoor area where materials would be kept would be kind of where you see those asphalt millings in the front, so just to the southwest portion of the building. If you go to the next slide, Ashley. This is a great aerial of the property. You can actually see that outdoor storage area that we reference is rather obstructed. It's kind of hard to see, but along the road there's actually a pretty large berm that's been built up that you really can't see into the property. That's the south side. On the west side, a large grove of trees. The north side, the trees wrap around and there's a lot of acreage of farmland. And then on the east side, that's actually a pretty thick row of trees there. So any storage of materials outside will be largely obstructed. And ongoing, when it comes to traffic, they might have an occasional truck that comes to and from Illinois to pick up materials, but not multiple trucks a day that are going to go to construction sites. So certainly the amount of use is going to be substantially less than the use that's already been approved. And the goal for this owner is to be a great neighbor and be as quiet as possible. So tonight we're asking for a use variance to allow this business use of storing the business material and equipment. And again, Mike is available for any questions. That's all we have for you.
Thank you. Any questions from the board yet? Or concerns?
I guess initial questions are, so I hear tile-related materials and equipment.
Mm-hmm.
It seems very broad in general. What are we anticipating?
Sure.
What are we looking at?
Mike, did you hear that question from Adam?
Yes, I did. The roofing materials we use, slate material is basically, quarried out of the ground. It's in their flat pieces of rock, basically. So they're typically on pallets and just stored until needed. The tile material that we have, we stock both clay and concrete roof tiles, and those again are stored on pallets. It's a lot of people call it hard roofing material. It's not asphalt shingles which bend, and slate tile are hard materials, but it would be the same thing as maybe a brick or masonry contractor. It's heavier type of material, so it takes space, and it is heavy. You need forklifts to move the stuff around and trucks to haul it, but it's not anything unusual. It's not anything hazardous. It's all stuff that comes out of the ground, basically, probably less detrimental to any runoff of water that might come off the material than other types of asphalt or other types of materials. So it's if you're not familiar with it, you could, if you've seen for instance, many churches will have a slate roof on it. We've actually done work on a church in LaPorte with a slate roof on it. Michigan City as well. We work on a lot of commercial buildings like that. Higher end residences will have that kind of material on it. Like I said, it looks like a basic roof, but somewhat heavier, stronger, sturdier, longer lasting type of roof material.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that answers your question.
Part of it. How about the equipment side of things? What do you plan on storing for equipment?
Equipment, most of the equipment would be on the inside, as far as a couple of forklifts, a bobcat. We might leave a trailer outside, but even those we would try to put, most equipment we would try to put inside the building. It's possible we'd have a trailer or something out there, that you might move material with, maybe even an occasional truck, like a flatbed truck or something like that can haul a trailer. But you wouldn't see an excessive amount of equipment. It would be, again, less than what I saw there when I looked at the property, because there's, several pieces of equipment there the last time I was out there, kind of along the back end of it. And you wouldn't even have that anymore.
Okay, thank you.
Anything further from the board? Are there any remonstrators here this evening for petition number 1? Any remonstrators, petition 1? You want to come to the podium, please? You want to come to the podium, please? Need your name and address for the record.
Glassman, 11823 West, 250 North, Mission
Okay.
City. I'd like to know how many trucks will going to be coming in and out of there. That is a dirt road. And if they're semis and the weight of them. Because that road we've had trouble with that road before when the other trucks are coming in. It has to be graded constantly. And they had trucks they go off the road and there's mud in the ditch. It's not a good deal there.
Okay. We'll ask that question. Anything else?
No, that's
Okay,
about it.
thank you.
But we want to try and keep it agriculture. We don't
Okay.
really care for the business out there.
All right, thank you. Any other remonstrators this evening? Seeing none, Anthony? How about you, no, or does, okay, thank you, thank you.
Mike, the question from Ms. Glassman was, could you approximate how many trucks a day the use would?
Yeah, I would say initially we're talking about moving some material in, so we would have I'm not sure exactly how many, but we would have maybe 20 to 30 flatbed trucks, maybe even more. I haven't gotten a count of what material we have to move out of that Wisconsin storage area that we need to move out of. But initially, you would have several, flatbed trucks coming in. Once that material is put on the property, pretty much out of sight, it's pretty much stays there. A big part of our business that I'm doing more recently is insurance consulting. We have to keep this certain types of materials in stock. Then to say they are available, somebody from an opposing law firm from the insurance company can actually come out and inspect it to see that we actually have it, that a roof can be repaired. So that's kind of something that we do that comes into play here. But initially, yeah, there would be quite a few semis of material coming in. But beyond that, on an ongoing basis, you would go weeks at a time without even seeing a truck. I might have a small truck pick up a stake bed, somebody from Frankfort, Illinois location driving over to pick up some things. We do sell material, but we ship it out of Frankfurt. And it's possible we would ship something out of there as well. I would say that wouldn't possibly happen, but you're looking at a very minimal amount of truck traffic after we move in some material that we want to store there. And occasionally, sure, you could have a full flatbed semi come in or out of there. But the drivers are professional that we hire. We don't have our own trucks, but we hire professional drivers who are insured against any damage to our material or any damage they cause to anybody else's property or public highway for that matter. So there's really not too much of a concern. We all see trucks every day. They carry insurance. They have to by law. And, I've driven down that gravel road many times. I don't see how a few trucks coming up and down that road would really cause any effect or nuisance to anybody there.
And thanks for the answer there, Mike. I got that there. Any other questions, concerns of the board? There were no any other remonstrators, so I entertain a motion. Another remonstrator? As long as it's something different. Name and address for the record, please.
My name is Roberta Kick. I live at 11500 West 250 North. My property is immediately south and east of this property. I think I speak for all of our neighbors there. We live there because we want to live there in the setting that we have. We watch that 8 acres be fairly productive farmland be destroyed by a bulldozer bulldozing the berms up, and the millings or whatever put in for the storage area. At this point, it's not objectionable to me. I would think that if anything's going to be stored outside, maybe a green screen of some kind would be advisable at least on the north end of the 8 acres, and I would like to see it just limited to that as far as the variance go, and the rest of it stay agricultural land like it was originally intended.
Okay, thank you.
Just
Let's address that real quick.
Yeah, 2 points. Exactly what she said is what we plan on doing, which is the 8 acres would be the use and everything would remain agricultural, number one.
Okay.
And then number two, I do just want to point out that the property immediately to the right of your screen and then all the properties around there are all B3. So that's proper zoning classification that this would be permitted by right. So it's not spot zoning, it's right in that area.
Okay, thank you. One more time, no other remonstrators? All right, that's thank you. What's the pleasure of the board?
Dwayne, I'd like to provide the motion for the petition of variance for use for Ayers Property Management 2 LLC be granted on the pretense that it's used within the existing confines of the 8 acres that have been developed, and the remaining stays as agricultural.
Okay, very good. Have a motion, have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion, second. Comments or concerns? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Thank you, Anthony. Nice job. We'll go right to petition number 2 this evening. Petition number 2 is a variance for developmental standard for Anthony and Morgan Dubitz for construction of a pole barn with a height of 24 foot instead of the 18. This property is at 4025 North Miranda Drive. Number 2.
Notice is sufficient.
Thank you. How's your work? I see it.
Thank you.
Name and address for the record, please.
Anthony Dubs.
I'm speaking to the mic, please.
Anthony Dubs, 4025 North Miranda Drive.
And what is it you want to do?
So, I have 2 kids. Would like to have a little recreational area for them.
Okay.
No running water, no living quarters, no bathroom. And also, we're going to be purchasing a camper. And I would like to have that stored in the winter months.
What size pole barn are you looking at?
It's a 64 by 40.
Pardon me?
64 by 40?
That's pretty good size.
Well, both my kids play baseball, so having a
Inside dorm. Yeah, batting
Batting
cage.
cage.
You're gonna have bathrooms,
no bathrooms, no water,
just electric.
just electric.
Okay. Are there any remonstrances here for petition number 2? Are there any questions, concerns of the board? Board, I'll entertain a motion for petition number 2.
I'll make a motion that the petition be granted for the variance for the developmental standard for Anthony and Morgan Dubs for the pole building with a height of 24 feet.
Thank you. Motion, can I have a second?
I'll second.
Yep. Any questions or concerns? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Have a good day. Too. Petition number 3 this evening is petition for developmental standard for Stephanie Skiat for construction of accessory structure. This is 615 Waverly Road, LaPorte in Center. Stephanie.
Notice is adequate.
Okay. Name and address for the record.
Stephanie Skiat, 615 Waverly Road, LaPorte.
Thank you. And
My name is Angie Skia, and I'm just here to help my mother. So.
that's very good.
Yeah.
Stephanie, what did you want to do?
Want to put up a shed.
Dude, what size shed you want?
She's right on the lake.
16 by 36.
Is that big enough? 16 by 36, so it's big enough. Here's your shot. You're gonna put water in it or electric?
Electric.
Electric only. Setback of 4 foot instead of 10 foot.
Yes.
All right. Are there any remonstrances here this evening for petition number 3? Thanks, Mike. Any questions, concerns of the board?
Well, just why we need to be 4 feet from the property line instead of the standard 10? Why do we need to be so close to the property line?
With the 16-foot width, they want to keep the lake view the best that they can have available. So,
Yeah.
currently on the north side, there's some landscaping from the neighbors that gives them a barrier, and we just want to shift it to the north so when you're in the house, you can use the lake to the best view possible.
When I drove out there, I knew that was the reason. Yeah. That was meant to drive it, by the way, so you know. What's the pleasure of the board?
I'd like to provide motion for petition of variance for developmental standards for Stephanie Skiat. Be granted.
Have a motion, have a second.
I'll second.
Questions or concerns? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. There you go, Steph.
Thank you very much.
You got it. As I said, petition number 4 is tabled till next month. Petition number 5 tonight's petition for variance use for Jim Henson to operate a metal fabricating shop out of his garage. This is at 1402 South State Street in LaPorte. Petition number 5.
Let you know right now, I don't see him out there.
Right here?
I don't see him.
All right, we'll push him down to the end, just in case. Petition number 6 this evening, petition for variance of developmental standards for William T. Bilby. Let's see, to convert a garage into a guest house for personal use. This is 6065 East, 1000 North, New Carlisle.
No second.
Name and address for the record, please.
Hi, my name is Dan McDevitt. The address is 6065 East 1000 North in New Carlisle.
Thank you, Dan,
And this is Heather McDevitt.
I had it. Okay. Dan, what is it you want to do?
We have an existing garage on the property. We just actually closed on the property today. The house itself only has 3 bedrooms. We have 5 kids.
Oh.
So we are hoping to take that existing garage and make it into usable space for our family.
Oh, wow.
It's a very beautiful property.
Oh, thank you very much. We're really excited about it.
I can see why. Are there any remonstrators here this evening for petition number 6? Questions, comments, concerns of the board?
This is coming down.
It's a garage. Just trying to understand, so I see 2 layouts here. I see the one for the existing garage, and then I see the sketch that shows what the plan is.
Yes.
If I were to orient this in any way, I see where you've got a porch adjacent to a 21 by 15 room. I'm assuming that's the pre-existing office you have listed on the sketch?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
So that way. Okay. It's good. I like it.
Anything else, board? Let's entertain a motion for this one.
Dwayne would like to provide the motion for petition of variance for developmental standards for Daniel and Heather McDevitt. Be granted.
Motion, have a second?
I'll second.
Get any questions or concerns? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? There you go. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Petition number 7 this evening is a petition for variance of developmental standard. Michael and Amy Barger, see for construction of a secondary accessory pole barn. This property is located at 6865 North 400 West, Michigan City. Petition number 7.
No second.
Name and address for the record, please.
Michael Barger, 6865 North 400 West, Michigan City.
What do you want to do, Mike?
I want to build a 32 by 48 pole barn.
32 by 48?
Yes.
This should be a good size.
Oh, it's here.
Water and electric or just electric?
Probably down the road. I don't plan on doing it right away. But if that's possible
If you're going to
down,
do it, you got to ask for it now.
then yes.
Okay?
Yes.
That way we got it on the record that way.
Yes.
Water and electric?
Yes.
Right. 32 by 48, water and electric, personal use, on 2 acres. Neat and clean. Any questions on the board?
Just a little concerned about the groundwater drainage, just the fact that it's so much lower than the house. Is that something you?
I'm gonna be bringing, I'm gonna have sand brought in and bring that side up for the building.
Bring it up level with the driveway that's just.
Not quite level, because that's probably about 4 or 5 feet.
I was saying it's about 5 foot low, isn't
Yeah,
it? There?
yeah, it's not gonna be that high. I wanna bring it up a little bit, but not level with the driveway.
Just gonna slope it up?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, take and flatten it out.
Right.
And then slope it down.
Back down.
Yeah, yeah.
And is there gonna be accessory driveway of any kind, or is that expected to come out to the main driveway to the home?
To the backside to where the other building is, there's a gravel drive right there. I plan on connecting that. Maybe in the future, getting closer to the property line with the a different driveway to that side. That's future, not right now.
Okay.
So, but the main driveway will be it right now.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Are there any remonstrators this evening for petition number 7? Further concerns of the board? So what's our pleasure?
I'll make a motion that the petition for variance for developmental standards for Michael and Amy Barker be granted for construction of a secondary accessory pole barn.
I have a motion, can I have a second?
Second.
Any other concerns or questions? Remember, it's gonna have water and electric in it now.
With water and electric.
Here you go.
Not to be used for occupancy.
Right. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Let's go back just to check. Petition number 5, are you here this evening? James Henson. Got a motion to postpone that to next month?
So.
So move. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Let's, that believes all of it. Is there any other news or something for the board? Doug, anything? Mike, anything?
No, sir.
Have a motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Good night. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.